How's it going, YouTube? Jamie the Kid 00 here, back with another tournament diary of boringness.deck. I know you guys are tired of this and you really don't want to see it, but I kind of need to make this because otherwise people will think I was pissy because I lost. But in actuality, I just don't want to make these tournament diaries anymore because it's the same deck. I am back in Milton Keynes, as you guys would have seen in my update video, and I went to my Milton Keynes locals today because they were holding a winner box tournament, which was nice. It's a bit bigger than the prizes we normally get, so I thought, why not? I'll go down there. I was originally going to play Mermail, as I have in the entire deck minus 3 cards. Well, I had the deck minus 3 cards. I now have 1 Megalo. And I was going to play Mermails. I went down there with the entire deck skeleton because a friend of mine was going to loan me the stuff, and he left it at home. So I had to quickly throw back together my wind-ups. So my wind-ups were literally the carbon copy of what I'd been playing for my locals, so it didn't really have any adaptations for the meta of my Milton Keynes locals. So it was a bit lackluster in that respect, but it went alright. I'm actually going to go through the matchups first before I go through the list, because you've seen the list already. But long story short, I went 3-2. I had some really stupid losses. I went 3-2 in Swiss and then top 8'd, coming 8th after Swiss, and I had some really dumb losses. Game 1 I played against Madolches and 2-0'd that because Abyss Dweller is a card and Abyss Dweller is boss. So yeah, that won me that game. Round 2 I played against Mermails. Game 1 I absolutely destroyed him. Game 2 he had the nuts, he opened like Undyne, had the answers to everything. I got Mooland like turn 3 and things like that. So he had pretty instantaneous game. At the end of that, we went into time, so we went into game 3 with no siding. And he puts me in a situation where I have to Solemn to keep my back row because I have Fissure up turn 1. The only monster I've drawn so far is Rabbit. He makes a Zen Mains in attack mode and attempts to attack the Rabbit or passes or something to that nature. He leaves his board with Zen Mains in attack mode. He's on 44 to my 4k. I have Rabbit on board. All I need is literally any monster I play, because any wind-up monster or tour guide or anything like that will get me a way to get over his Zen Mains for the damage, because I'll be able to seize, get over the Zen Mains for the damage, and then I'd end my turn and it'd be game. That'd be time over and I'd win. I don't draw a monster, I draw another dimensional fissure, and that is game to him. Round 3, I played against Mermails, and I played against another Mermail player, my friend who came second at the regionals recently with Agents, and I 2-1'd him. He won game 1, game 2 I won out, and game 3 he opened Prison, Bottomless, MST, Storm, and turn 1 I go Storm, Magician Shock game. So it was crazy, absolutely crazy. Round 4, I actually can't remember what I played against. So whoever I played against, I'm sorry, but I actually can't remember my round 4 matchup. No, sorry, round 4 was my second loss. Round 4, I lost to a Lightsworn player, and oh my god, this guy has a way of pulling things out of his ass. I can go every time. I played against this guy in top 8 as well, and I'll explain that in a minute. Every time I have like my OTK board, I have like, you know, Zen Mighty, Leviathan. Yeah, at one point I had this. I had Zen Mighty, Leviathan, Abyss Dweller, and Tyrus on board, and I'm winning the game. Next turn, I have game. I will win. He has 1 card in hand. I have this board with Torrential set and like another, and 2 MSTs. I think that was my board. He goes, he's got 1 in hand. He goes, draw for his turn. Okay, summon Lila. I go, okay, the Torrential's fine. I don't need to Torrential because I've still got my board. He summoned a Lila, that's fine. He then switches the Lila to defense mode, kills my back row. I should probably mention, yes, this is Lightsworn's. Kills my back row. And then the last card in hand is JD. Nukes my board, kills the Tyrus. I'm now top decking because I, of course, committed to the board to make the play, and he'd ripped that JD. And then I believe I won game 1. I won game 1. Game 2, that happened, and game 3, I'm slowly grinding the game out for the backstep. He's got 4 in hand. He draws for his turn, and then just shows me JD, Daedalus, BLS, or something to that description, and there's nothing you can do against that. There's nothing you can do against that. And I observed him through the rest of the tournament like being in losing situations. He wins this tournament eventually, being in losing situations, and then just like ripping JD. He rips everything. He ripped all through the event. Or at one point he needed like JD to win a game, and his opponent he had JD in hand, and he drew into another JD, and he dropped the JD and it got a bottomless, and he just dropped the other one for game. It was crazy. This guy was crazy, and he won the whole event just through top deck, top deck, top deck. His luck was insane. Then round 5 I played against a Samurai player who had no side deck, so I didn't have to fear a rivalry. And I've talked enough. I then went into top 8, and the same thing happened again to me. I really wasn't very happy with the loss because it was just sack, sack, sack. And it was, everyone around me said it, and he just had big monsters. I think he milled, he went charge, recharge, and milled all 3 Necro Gardeners, so it was crazy. Either way, this is the list I played. There's not much to talk about. There is a minor change, but it's not... I didn't have time to create a new list, really. So, 3 Rabbit, again, really good. Got to be played. 3 Magician, up from 2. I really like this. 3 Magician was really nice. Normally I really don't like it, but 3 Magician played really nicely, so might be considered for the future. Triple Shark, because Shark is awesome. I never shock locked once, actually. I never opened Magician Shark. I opened like Rabbit, Double Factory, loads, but I never got this. Triple Rat, I opened these too much. It wasn't nice. It was not nice opening these. Like, Rat Shark was a very, very frequent hand for me. 2 Tour Guide, Sangan, again, insane. Like, open Rat Shark, Sangan, set the Sangan, got my OTK. Crazy, crazy card. Double Reaper still side the Snowman. I probably should have made the Snowman, but again, I built this in a rush. And I won 1 Thunder King. I cut 1 for the second Magician. Sorry, for the third Magician. Because Thunder King, I haven't been liking it as much. Oh yeah, that was another thing. My opponent went JD, and I went, yeah, Thunder King it. And he went, yeah, drop another one. I was like, what? Crazy plays. So for spells, Reborn, Dark Hole, Storm, Book, Avarice. This is exactly identical to what I've always played. Double MST. Still not that comfortable on the third, but we'll see, we'll see. Triple Factory. And that is the spells. Literally no changes. I keep considering teching Salvage and maining Snowmen, so I have Salvage for my Sharks and things like that, but I think that's just too trollsy and it won't actually work. For the trap lineup, I wanted to play double Compulse, but I couldn't find another Compulse in time, so I had 1 Compulse. The 3 chain, I kept siding these out. I kept siding one of these out. I really wanted to play 2 chain, 2 Compulse, but I couldn't find the other Compulse. I played double Mirror Force. I wanted to play double Prison, but Cupcakey 21 still has my D Prisons, so I only had Mirror Forces, so I could only play Mirror Force. Double Bottomless. Bottomless is Bottomless. Double Torrential, because it's Torrential and it's so good. Double Warning and Judgment. So it's the standard. I think this is 41 cards. I'm not sure. It's the standard lineup that I play. Then for the extra deck, oh god, it's now really disorganized because of my demonstration earlier on. So let's just go into it. Extra deck was standard as hell. Zen mains. I wanted to play Acid Golem, but I didn't have one on me, and I didn't manage to cut the Zen Meister in time, even though I made it. Zen mains. Carrier. I wish this was at 2. Leviathan Dragon, because he's awesome, and 3k under Abyss Dweller, so... Levia, I made it once. Giga Brilliant, I never actually made this, because I never OTK'd in that manner. Tempo, I made this loads, actually. Tempo was so good. Pablo Imperative, I made it once, and then I made loads in the OTK, but I made it once in its own event. Mace Stroke, made this quite a lot. Utopia, I never made it. Zen Meister, I made it once and OTK'd with it. I did the Tour Guide OTK. Shockmaster, I made this once, and it got Dark Hold after I declared Monster Effect against my males, so sad face. And then Abyss Dweller, because Abyss Dweller is crazy, and I got it out loads. Then Tyrus, Adrius, Zenmayo, and ARG tokens, even though I don't play Gauze. The side deck is... hang on, it's still in my deck box. The side deck is, in no particular order, 1 MST, double Snowman Eater, triple Fissure, wherever the second one is double Max C, because Max C is crazy and I never needed it, sadly. Double Messenger, this was really good against Samurai. Double Soul Taker, Dust, and then 2 Veiler. So yeah, to recap, the event was smooth enough. 3-2, top 8ing. I won 3 Astral packs. That Lights One player won the box, which made me cry because he just ripped his way through the tournament without really that much skill, sadly. But yeah, the Lights One player won, and I top 8'd after going 3-2, losing to Mermails, and Lights One's beating out against Mermails, Madolche, and Six Samurai for my wins. But yeah, it was a fun enough event. I'm going to be going to a regionals on 29th, and I will likely be playing Mermail there just because I really want to have fun with that deck. I really like it, and it's testing really, really nicely. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that deck by the time I go there, or borrow the stuff off of my friend, if he remembers it this time. But otherwise, yeah, this has been Jamie the Kid 00 with another tournament diary. I'm sorry it's been wind-ups, but I'm going to be playing something different as soon as I can get hold of it. Otherwise, yeah, that's about everything I have to say. It's been Jamie the Kid 00, and I'll see you guys next time with some more content. Peace out, YouTube.